All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Switch! Ohio! Ohio! Mike 50!
Sony Michel, his first carry. Skirts by him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Ohio!
Back to throw now on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they've got it well across. Midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
You ain't ready today! You ain't ready today! Oh! Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move
Ohio!
on first down.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit. Ohio! Ohio! Watch right, watch right. It's our time. Let's go! Red!
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice
Anytime
hit,
a
boy.
defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute
Ohio!
mess.
Ohio!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on
Let's
third
go!
down.
Red 38! Red 38! Hut! Hut!
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now a first down for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Get out of here, man.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
One of the advantages of defenses, I remember it as being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney. We got 4.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon on the dump off. And Hill running right through it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Right.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Four down. Alert. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
On 2nd down, they'll run to Gordon. And it's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Two times. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Check 43.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Run.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
59's Mike, check, 59.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got 11. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Red 38.
They'll set up to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Whoosh. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Watch it now, Barney!
They run it now. It's the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gun! Watch tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Back to throw.
We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Potter. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On first down, he'll drop the throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. It's a nice pickup on first down. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, does the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones. In there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Tight end right. Tight end.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end's on the Ringo. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Check safety.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman.
Watch out,
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
3 down, 3 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
57's the mic. Watch
They go play action here on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Let's go.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
Here we go.
You're not.
Green 39.
And last time I looked, it's still the first
39.
half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Man left. Hey, 4 down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Webster escaping the pressure right.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Double tight.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Got 4 down.
Now a handoff is Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You got a runner.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kill.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Detroit.
Single.
Set. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball in the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gun!
From the gun, Webster, and the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And it's a fumble, and the Jets have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Hey. 4 down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Check 24, check 24.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
That's it, baby. Kill.
Now let's go! Green!
Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on third down,
All right, now,
nickel
lucky 56.
formation here
Lucky
defensively.
56.
4 down.
Set. 319.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Let's go.
Good positioning, and it's picked
All
off.
day.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Double tight.
Ohio. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball
Here we go.
team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets in a good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it down out of the middle. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 45 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pull it on.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Gun!
And they're going to ground attack here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Rhino. Oh, yeah! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey,
They'll run it out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Flex round!
85 is coming.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. about 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Red 30!
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Page. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them.
Ohio!
Thought they had a nice
Ohio!
play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got
And it's Michel once again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't have a great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys